say a bunch of cool shit.
I've got a lot to say, but even more to prove. I can tell the stress out.
Yes, I hit live. It's like, I guess you can send it to me in private chat.
Now I can't say any of the things. No, I was actually, I can ask this live, I guess. Were we going to do a singular Halloween Ends episode?
I would like to. I don't know if
Okay.
El Jefe has watched it yet or not.
Well, then I'm not even going to give like figure drawings asking if I've seen it, and I'm not even going to give my opinion because I want to save everything for the episode where we talk about that.
Yeah, we put eyes on it. I'm still going to be doing my Gialloween drawing tonight. I don't know if you guys are drawing along with me, but figure we could hang out.
I will be.
Get my card going.
And I'd like to talk about pieces.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
Overall, I loved it.
It's a weird little movie.
Very weird, and especially it starts off really weird, and I really was fine with all of that. It's directed well, it's shot beautifully, gorgeous naked women throughout, absolutely gorgeous naked women throughout the whole movie. And they get chopped up, so it's like it's perfect. You're like, oh look, beautiful woman. Oh cool, now she's quiet. All right, nice. And I love how even if it's not an Argento film, my favorite trope throughout all these Giallo films is a detective going up to someone going, "This girl that was killed, was she slutty?" That's my favorite thing. Like, it's the number one question the detectives ask. We're like,
but is there any chance she was asking for it? Like,
how was she dressed? And do you have a picture of it?
Right. Does anybody have any video of her before she died? Yeah, it's great. I think I can't remember too, just because I told you I didn't get to rewatch it, but I rewatched it over the summer, and I can't remember if Pieces is the one. I mix it up with another one a lot. I'm trying to remember the name of that one right now, but I can't remember if Pieces is the one or it's the other one that I'm thinking of, where one of them is kind of like a parody. And it's not really like explicit, it's just like kind of funny. But I like the thing that I always remembered about Pieces is the dim-witted groundskeeper that they try to make you think is the murderer for like the entirety of the movie. Even though you see the murderer and he's like running around and is pretty much like a normal built man.
I would say this could fall into parody, even though I think it was trying to be fun. I don't kind of campy on purpose. But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if this is the one that's actually a parody, because I think the one that's a parody is like a Lucio Fulci movie. I'm gonna have to look it up after this.
Okay.
But it's very similar to Pieces, because this is the one too where like the whole movie, the murderer is like putting together pieces of a puzzle too.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't think but this one feels kind of like a comedy, but it's like weird. Like it feels like you're missing the jokes because it's really foreign.
Well, yeah, because there's stuff like, first of all, one of the naked girls, or I think a handful of the naked girls you get full exposure of is they're all supposed to be high school students.
Yeah.
And well, one of them, he chases her down, and it's the one he kills while she's alive. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say about this.
The one she kills while she's alive.
Or he kills while he cuts in half while she's alive. Sorry, he kills while she's alive. Just making sense.
I need that on a T-shirt.
Shit, I forgot what point I was going to make about that. I'm brain
Kill
farting
them while they're alive.
I'm trying to collect my notes on it too.
Yeah.
No, I got it now. I remembered what I was going to say. No, how it was campy and cheesy was the marching band music was playing the entire time, and they like couldn't get the music to stop, and so like for 3 or 4 minutes this girl's getting chased down in this horrific scene, and it's all.
And it turns into like a John Waters monologue after she gets killed, where her friend is like, if that fucking music wasn't playing, she never would have died. Like,
yeah, and it wasn't her friend, it was the undercover cop that had been sent to work at the high school, like the hot blonde cop that had been sent as like a tennis instructor, I think.
Of course.
Because she has to be a teacher in a short skirt, you know.
Figure
Italian
drawings.
movie, so.
Said half in the bag like Halloween Ends. I won't talk about my thoughts until y'all do sometime. Yeah, we'll be doing it soon. That was probably going to be like the comeback of the pod. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll say I didn't feel the same. But yeah, Pieces is goofy as hell. I'm gonna probably end up putting it on after I finish up here tonight and rewatching it, because the more and more I think about it, I'm like, I need to go back to it. I remember laughing really hard too in the scene where the groundskeeper like finds the bloody chainsaw and just like, I think he like looks almost directly at the camera after touching it.
Yes.
It's like, oh, like you're watching a stage play and he's like playing to the audience. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
they should have done like a quick zoom in with like a pan whistle, like.
Yeah, I always thought too that it was gonna be like the old there's two killers. Switch it up and be like, yeah, the half-wit guy is also killing people. But isn't he just a complete throw-off? He's like a red herring.
And, they do a few of those, and for the most part, it's well structured to the point where I didn't know who the bad guy was.
He ends up just being kind of a mystery dude, though, right? Is he even like really appear?
No, he's I don't know if we want to spoil it for anyone that might go watch it. It's free on YouTube, by the way, guys. Called Pieces.
Yes,
1982.
Yes, there we go. I was like, I don't have the list in front of me, but I knew it was the early 80s. It's also, I almost got it for one of the giveaways. I didn't end up getting it, but it is very reasonably priced on Amazon and a bunch of different places. And I think the Blu-ray release comes with like a Blu-ray, a DVD, and a CD of the soundtrack. And I remember the soundtrack being pretty wacky as well.
Yeah, it's super weird. So another time where it's kind of comical, but again, I don't think this is the one you're thinking of for parody, but it's still pretty farcical. Like the detectives, so it's after the marching band music scene, and the detectives are like, we gotta hunt down this killer, he's nearby, and all of a sudden it just cuts into like San Francisco cop music. It's all
yeah.
You're like, wait, what the hell? And then it like keeps that going. It's like whatever they decided was going to be the score for a scene, it was like the score for the next 4 scenes, no matter what happened. And then
that's near the end too, right? When like the killer is finally revealed.
Yeah, and they bring the high schooler. They're like, oh, we're shorthanded of cops. We need this high schooler that's been banging all the broads at high school. This weird, goofy guy.
That's the dude who gets his penis crushed too, isn't it?
Which doesn't make any sense.
Nope, it's all of a sudden a zombie movie for the last 5 seconds.
It's totally like one of the early Friday the 13th too, where you're like, oh, this is all real world, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, is it?
Yep. You're like, wait, what is going on anymore?
Is there mojo? Magic mojo?
You're like, oh yeah. You're like, oh, it's the end of the movie. But wait, wasn't this guy putting a woman together the whole time? And then boom, penis crusher. That's so funny though. They do that whole like cop montage, and they got like the twangy guitar going and everything, and just to reveal a villain you haven't seen the entire movie and fucking smoke him instantly. I don't even think there's like a couple of frames before he's blasted.
Again, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's somebody that's in the movie almost the entire movie, and I was like, "Oh, that's the bad guy." I was like, "Damn, okay, I didn't think of that."
Yeah, was he around? Yeah,
Good
figure
kills,
drawing.
too.
There's
sorry.
like 3 or 4 things you could tweak about what they did with Halloween. I'll talk about it on the pod. There's a few things you could tweak that would have made that movie like completely cogent and still done what they did, but it's like
Stop tempting him, figure drawing. Look, he can't even.
flounders
He's
all
already. He's
around.
getting started. He's like, oh.
Hi, Jeff. Yeah, we'll switch subjects here. Hi, Jeff. What's all this sweet art we got here? So
What up? I thought we were drawing tonight.
Oh yeah, we are drawing tonight. We were just getting warmed up and waiting for you.
I was having technical difficulties.
Oh, it's all good. I had the 3-hole punch. I had printed out the script, and it took a little bit longer than I expected, so I was finishing 3-hole punching that. We're hanging out.
Well, I'm gonna just keep talking about pieces.
Yeah,
So
talking about
anyways.
Pieces, the movie for Gialloween
Reese's
tonight.
Pieces?
Have you seen that one before, Jeff?
Reese's Pieces?
Racist pieces.
The best candy ever.
That's my It's all white chocolate though.
Oh, white chocolate, yeah.
Oh man, it's gross.
It's white peanut butter too.
It's the supreme chocolate, but it's actually not good.
Never mix the chocolates.
A guy who's only racist about candy. I love black folks.
I banged one last week.
But if you be mixing chocolate,
But she tried to give me that white chocolate bullshit.
All
I
this
just
end
think people can
separation
stick with their
stuff.
chocolate. What? Yeah, this got derailed fast. Welcome back, boys. Jeff, have you actually seen that movie though?
I don't
It's,
think so.
It's
The
the
name sounds
shadow.
familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Free
It's
on
the
YouTube.
shadow
Watch
with a
it.
chainsaw. Yeah, man, it's definitely worth putting on while you're working.
So is it like a superhero movie?
It's not
No,
a
it's
shadow at all.
Yeah, it's just the marketing for it. Always like I think it's even the Blu-ray cover.
Here, I got it right here.
I was gonna say, yeah. It looks like the shadow, but with
It
a
does.
chainsaw.
That's
It's
the cover?
amazing. Yeah, dude, he rocks.
Does
Yeah,
the dude
that's
actually look like that in the movie, or do they just like straight up
he
steal
wears
that
he
image?
wears more like an Italian fedora and like a trench coat, but yeah,
Yeah.
it really straight up looks like they just stole the shadow for it, and like every iteration of it is blatantly the shadow.
But he's got a chainsaw, so it's also so while there were awesome kills, and we can get into the kills later, but like the chainsaw thing where it's like it's quiet and a girl's walking through the streets, and then all of a sudden it's all ran.
Yeah.
It's like it's not the stealthiest weapon to like, sneak up on people with, and it's like all you need. You're like, oh, let me just put a door between us, and that'll at least stop him for a couple minutes.
Yeah, he might as well be running through the streets ass naked with the weapon he chooses, but he opts to be like full black, like concealment as much as possible, even though concealment doesn't matter. And when he's finally revealed, he's not concealed. I don't know if they really address that, but from what I remember, he just kind of steps out and is a dude.
Yeah, he's a normal dude, and it's super cool too because like some of the kills, like, or I don't know if it's cool. I thought it was funny cool. Like he wants to cut people up, so it's like girl swimming in the pool, and he puts the net over her head, and he's drowning her, but only to like slow her down, and then he pulls her out, and she starts to recover, and then he comes at her with the chainsaw.
Because he needs them pieces, man. He's putting together the perfect woman.
But he also won't kill anyone except for with the chainsaw.
Yeah, the perfect penis crushing woman. What every Italian man wants. A woman to step on his genitals with stilettos or something.
And like
Man.
a lot of these films, at least half of it, the actor in the scene was speaking English, but they still did the voiceover.
The dubbing.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
You're like, how bad was that actor's English? Where it's like, I'm a cop, let's go.
That's the most fucked up thing is like I'm pretty sure like John Saxon was in a couple back in the day, and it's like, that dude spoke English, and they would have like another person dub over him or even have him dub over himself, and it still doesn't match. And it's the most insane. It's almost weirder when you do recognize the actor and it falls into that weird dubbing Uncanny Valley, but that's the
Yeah,
kind of
it's
stuff
that like
I want to try and
Schwarzenegger
harness.
thing for like when
Yep.
he did Hercules in New York, and it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yep,
what
it's
it is.
fucking insane. It's like I've heard these people a million times and seen them on film countless times, but something about how Italy put a movie together just like breaks the human mind. The manga Chainsaw Man, I think the anime is on Hulu now, is based on Pieces. Just a sweet
Oh.
boy who wants to. Is that on Hulu? Because I've been seeing everybody freaking out about that. Because I guess the creators are big into movies, and like almost every scene in the show has like a reference to a famous film.
No idea.
No idea. I thought there was going to be more to that, and then he just starts taking a bong rip.
Yeah, no. Well, I thought it was cool because I was seeing people share it around on Twitter. One of them was I think it's in the intro to the show. There's a frame that's like the opening to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the cemetery scene that's all like bathed in orange. This is Chainsaw Man like sitting on a gravestone, but it was like a blatant reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I guess they do it a bunch throughout the series. So it's like,
Why
I
is it always
know.
references to like intense stuff? Like, why don't they ever do references to like bridges of Madison County?
Yeah, it's like a bunch. It's like references to like gnarly
Steel Magnolias,
horror
Yeah.
from the 70s,
Fried
and
green
80s.
tomatoes.
beaches.
Scorsese movies, violent murder from movies like that. This was like, man, these weebs love this shit.
The Notebook.
Crazy. Yeah, the Nope, that'd be hilarious. That's what we gotta do. We gotta make an American manga that we sell overseas, came in America style,
But just
it's-
allusions to like Philadelphia.
yeah, it all references weird fucking like rom-coms and dramas from the 70s up to the early 2000s. Philadelphia would be hilarious. Our manga about a guy who gets AIDS is a huge hit overseas.
And his best friend is radio.
Oh my god. Holy shit. $1 billion idea. Oh, it is on Hulu. I might end up checking that out. I'm a bit of a weeb myself. I almost
All
picked
right,
up.
this podcast is over.
Yeah, Jeff
Now you
quit.
just
Can't believe-
outed yourself.
I
Talk
almost,
to us about that in private first.
well, I was at Newberry Comics recently. I had a gift card
Oh,
from
and
like
you're a
last-
nerd? God.
Well, I had a gift card from like last Christmas or some shit. And
I was gonna use it on Dungeons and Dragons, but instead I decided to use something cool like
no,
manga.
I got some comics. They had Christian's new DC book with Bruce Campbell, so I grabbed the first issue of that to check out. I was curious to see how Bruce Campbell's writing would be, and it's our boy Christian, so I was like, hell yeah. Plus, it's Eduardo Riso art, drawing zombies and stuff, so, you know, Sergeant Rock killing zombies, cool as hell. First DC book I bought in forever. I got James Herron's Ultra Mega, the trade paperback of that, because I'm a big fan of Herron. And then the books there were like buy one, get one 50% off. And I was looking at manga. I ended up getting the first book of Black Lagoon, but I almost went and grabbed Chainsaw Man and the first book of Biomega, but I didn't this time. And
What
I kind
is
of regret
what is
it now.
Black Lagoon?
Oh,
Or did you
dude,
say Black Legume? It's just
It's,
about
it's
legumes.
the prequel. It's the
you
prequel.
have to have seen stuff from Black Lagoon before. Remy, I believe is her name. I watched the anime like ages ago when I was a kid. Black Lagoon. I think it's like a bunch of mercenaries and stuff. Yeah, it's a bunch of mercenaries on the high seas in Southeast Asia aboard their World War II torpedo boat. I like could barely remember anything from the anime other than the fact that I remembered really enjoying it and it being like super violent.
So no
I think-
legumes.
I think Autumn Ivy
Is there at least a
has
mung bean in there or something?
cosplayed her too.
Smells
before,
like it.
but
All the readers smell like it.
it's rad. I feel like it's been around for a really long time too. But again, I'm not like a turbo weeb or anything.
Just a regular.
But yeah, lots of shooty stuff, guns and
centrist
explosions.
weeb.
Jeff, I think you would genuinely like really dig it.
No, I do. But I just love the idea of just like hounding you for being a weeb.
Yeah.
No, guys,
Oh,
it's really
no.
cool. It's actually like
This
really
would
dark
be-
and it's
this is
intense.
probably
Shut
like
up, nerd.
the
I don't
third
even watch
manga-
dubs anymore. I'm all about subtititles.
This is probably like the third manga I own, you bitches. The only other stuff I have is like I have Akira, Vagabond.
This is bragging too about his
His
huge
whole wall
collection
is
he has.
just manga.
No, I just said I have like 3 or 4 books, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, we get it, Mr. Moneybags. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, balling out with my 3 manga.
But he's not telling us that those 4 books are like special editions that have like 200 copies in
Yes.
each book.
So what? The first book of Vagabond's like 2 inches thick, and Akira's an inch or 2 thick. Whatever.
Mm. It's pretty girthy.
It's good. It's those ones honestly are more so just reference for art and stuff because those guys fucking Otomo and what is it, Takehiko or some shit like that on Vagabond.
Yeah, I don't know what the guy that does Vagabond's name is, but his art's pretty badass.
Yeah,
Taco Bello.
it's like Takehiko or Takehika Ineu or something like that.
Is it the hot and spicy taki or
Yeah.
the sweet and sour taki?
The only way I like it. You know me being super Japanese though, I can totally pronounce those names. But
It's a chimichanga.
yeah, no, those are 2 that I just like open constantly and will stare at because those guys can make like grass look fascinating.
My favorite kind of manga is the chimichanga variety.
Yeah. South American manga. We call it changa, bro.
That sounds like a dance you don't want your daughter to do.
Yeah.
Got her doing the chonga with this boy.
Pregnant. I gotta draw a shadow with a chainsaw tonight. I'll get over to my drawing board shortly. Are you guys gonna come on for Halloween and make your own Giallo posters with me? For a long
I've
one?
been warming up for this whole month.
Right? Jeff's gonna get his ass whooped if he comes on. No warm-ups. Man's just been in the kissing booth.
We hired a hooker with a whip to whoop his ass. For reals.
Wait, I think I might know this person. Had him on the show once.
Sidetrack.
She's a friend's sister, but
Yeah. We sent her there with like a Robin mask.
It's been a long time coming, but
You don't know me, Jeff. Vagabond,
what are you doing,
long
kid?
time.
I'm gonna whip you now.
Wow, I never realized that the dude who did Vagabond is the same dude who did Slam Dunk. I've had a bunch of people tell me to check out Slam Dunk, and I was always like, well, I never got it because other than it being like a really popular manga, like I'm not into basketball. So it's like,
But you're tall, bro.
I like how you said it like it
Yeah.
was a Japanese word. I'm not into basketball.
yeah, a
basketball.
basketballaroo.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he was Japanese.
So I had that little mustache.
I thought he was German.
No, that's
I
Japanese.
don't know why. That mustache says German to me for some reason. I don't know.
Oh man, that's hilarious. I just got a notice for YouTube is being all fucked up and weird. Kayla's show is supposed to be tomorrow night.
And it's happening right now.
No, it got rescheduled.
Hey
but
guys!
I got a notice that there was people. Yeah, right. Just in the
You just
middle
see
of this.
our channel like being scooted over as she takes over the screen.
Yeah.
Just a black hole out of the show. No, because it was originally scheduled for last Thursday. Jason and some other people had popped in, but I just got the notice from YouTube that like people were commenting in there, and I was like, wait, are there 2 streams going? His art super evolved from Slam Dunk to Vagabond. Yeah, if Vagabond is the after, I don't know why I'd want to really go back to Slam Dunk, a book about basketball that does not pique my interest in the slightest. I just always had people be like, oh, you read Vagabond? That makes a lot more sense now that people were like, oh, you like Vagabond? Go check out Slam Dunk. It's like, why? It's like, hang on. I love this samurai book, so I should go read this basketball book? You weebs are dumb.
The first 200 issues are just him getting really good at basketball and joining the NBA, and then that final issue, he blows up the entire stadium with everybody in it.
Yeah. 40 issues of this kid just practicing at his local court. Woo!
Turns out he was a psychopath.
Right?
Decapitating people with basketballs.
He never ever even had a basketball. He was imagining it the entire time.
It was his mother's head.
That boy was Ed Kemper.
But damn, could he dribble?
I'm glad
Imagine
that
that
reference
being
didn't land at all.
A tough word with a harsh Japanese accent. Dribble-doo. Dribble-doo. Dribble-doo.
You think?
I like how it gets angrier and angrier as they're trying to figure out the word.
Am I saying it right? You think we could go out there and shoot a movie?
We say arigato. Sorry, what?
You think we could go out there and shoot a movie in Japan?
Shit, you could shoot a president in Japan.
Yeah, right.
you could shoot a lot of things. In Japan.
Why aim so low as a movie? Why shoot on film when you can shoot on person?
Rip Shinzo. Anyways,
yeah. Shinzo Abe, fan of the show.
Yeah. So he was
a real
a
bummer when we only have 20 people on our Patreon and they keep getting shot for political reasons. Damn it!
Stop being so appealing to heads of state.
We're never gonna get on Skankfest when all our fans are murdered.
Well, we got a new fan on our Patreon, a guy named Ray Epps. I don't know, he seems like a cool guy. He kept telling me about this cool club he's in. I should join it.
Don't click that link.
Yeah, right.
No, he invited me down to the Capitol. I'm going to go there this weekend. I think it'd be really fun.
Something.
He says I get to meet the senators.
I get to go right into their offices.
Yeah. January 6th, the sequel. We're doing a remake. We're rebooting the January 6th riots.
It'd be so funny, but they couldn't get it together for the same date, so it's like it would be on a different date.
It's on the 7th this year, guys.
Yeah.
The
There was
Capitol
some kind of error in the system. I don't know. There's like a furry con going on, so we couldn't get the 6th. So
how
ready
far
for
off?
the 19th.
We'll just reboot the whole thing and call it 1/7. No,
How
it's
far off
1/6,
do you
man.
think we are from getting an actual movie of that? Now that like a bunch of those dudes are getting sentenced.
Oh, like but overly dramatized. Where they're,
Yeah,
like, showing
just,
up in
like,
tanks
insane.
and F-18s.
Yeah, like Melissa Etheridge playing and shit.
They land a Harrier on the roof and
That
come in through
woman's gonna
rope
get
with
killed,
ropes.
and they're gonna hoist her out of the building like Spider-Man. It'll be insane. Who's the guy who did the 9/11 one? Was it Flight 93? Is that the one I'm thinking of? There were like
the guy
3 that came
Greengrass.
out. Is that? Oh man,
Paul
there we go.
Greengrass.
That's the person's name, Paul Greengrass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
like
we just-
Bourne movies.
Or we get the guys who did that Remember Me movie with Pattinson, where it's just a romantic comedy until the last 30 seconds where he's in the World Trade Centers and the plane is flying into the reflection in his eyes.
Or we get Billy Eichner and the dudes that made Bros.
Oh
and
my
really gay
God.
that up.
Yeah, we make it a gay comedy. January
Get out of
6th
here.
was actually an inside job for the boys. Oh
Billy
man,
Billy
Offend
Eichner as
everyone.
AOC.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you got to do it Eddie Murphy style, and just Billy Eichner plays everyone.
I'd rather see Billy do his Billy on the Street thing at the January 6th thing.
That would have been that.
It's just constantly running away from people.
Yeah, it would
For
transcend
$1,
it into
who's your
like
favorite?
the,
What's your favorite Bette Midler song?
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know?
yeah, like the pantheon of Greek gods. He's just like interviewing people, like stepping over people getting trampled in the room while they're like hacking Nancy Pelosi's
Hero is a pretty great
computer.
song.
What's your favorite color of nail polish? Ew, gross! I hate you.
Periwinkle.
He's running around with Joe Biden, but nobody recognizes him because he always did that thing where he had celebrities with him, but nobody recognizes the celebrity.
Joe Biden dressed as a Mexican with a poncho and a sombrero on. No one will notice.
What are you doing to that poor old man?
He looks like he belongs on a DC cover.
Somebody give him an ice cream. He looks sad.
That'd have been cool if it was the footage that came out of them all like chilling in that bunker on the 6th. Joe Biden was just like hanging out in board shorts and sunglasses. What's going on?
He thinks he's storming Normandy. Joins in.
I heard we were swimming the Capitol. What? Gina Carano.
He's like, I don't want this job either.
Good job with my son Hunter. 90+% hillbilly audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Seriously, it's over 90%. Oh my god, that's insane. That it really has that. Is that the the audience score? Yeah, I was like, wait, critics too? Like,
they're like, damn it, they did it.
That just broke
we
my
wanted
brain.
to hate it, but
yeah, Robert Davi being just absolutely out of his mind with a porno quality movie about Hunter Biden.
Richard Roper rates it 5 stars.
I wonder what Davi's gonna follow it up with. What the next movie will be, or maybe like an Epstein Island TV series.
It's gonna be Goonies too.
Peter Travers rates it 9 out of 10 because that's how he rates everything.
That'll be good to talk about. Don't forget, guys, a bunch of nerdy fans have started a petition for Universal and Blumhouse to reshoot Halloween Ends. Because everything sucks now. I just hate like fandom in general sucks now. Everything should be like released in a vacuum.
Abyssal?
Yeah. Even me, dude. I'm like, I didn't enjoy that movie,
like
but the
Dyson?
whole like petitioning for a movie to be reshot. Oh, hold on a second. Jeff's gonna get his actual vacuum. Like this? Really tell that bit.
That sounds like a vacuum from the 20s.
Yeah, I gotta get drawing. Pieces. We're doing pieces tonight. I still gotta color my trans Michael Caine from last night. Dressed to Kill with Fabrizio. We had a damn good time. All the guests coming on. It keeps, other than Ben, who Ben's been on before. Ben's great. But I didn't like juice Ben for tons of personal information. But the last couple of guests have accidentally turned into like impromptu interviews. And the same thing happened with Fabrizio last night, where I got to grill him about his past life as a game developer, which was fascinating. Dude had all sorts of like big brain, brilliant game concepts and things that he had actually developed that he just put on hold and started doing a comic.
What if you did a game where you grilled and developed your meat?
Ooh, now you're talking my language.
Spencer's like, oh fuck, I'm coming.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can practice what I love the most. You just reminded me, Jeff.
He just poured steak sauce on his keyboard, Jeff. Damn
it.
Maybe I'll
for Brit C.O.
Maybe I'll stream a little bit of video games tonight because the fucking Call of Duty campaign launches tonight.
Don't make threats to me like that.
Dude, it launches a week before the multiplayer, so people will actually play this stupid campaign. And I'm gonna check it out because I always enjoy the campaigns. So maybe I'll fire some of that up tonight and shoot some terrorists. I'm hoping that campaign will be dope this time around because I really liked the last Modern Warfare one. It had a mission called Clean House that's like a night vision. It's basically the Osama bin Laden raid in Call of Duty, and it fucking rocked. You essentially got to play that like Zero Dark 30 raid, and it was the shit. What if you make a slasher movie without the slasher? All right, no more. I don't even know if Figure Drawing is following along live because it seems like he's like responding to things from like 10 minutes back.
These are preloaded comments.
He's just a bot.
Yeah, it fucked me up at first when he mentioned My Son Hunter. I was like, wait, did we talk about that live?
Maybe he just has a kid named Hunter. He's trying to talk to you about his life, and you're just ignoring him talking about movies.
Charles Reeves, what up? What up? Is that just your practice board, Jeff?
Yeah.
You get all slutty on a board?
No, that's just
Yeah,
a piece of paper with those drawings. He just looks at them all the time.
Yeah, what do you do with those after you fill one up? Okay.
Sounds like you're gonna make a tempting offer for those.
Yeah.
So, hey, big boy, what do you do with those?
Yeah.
Done, huh?
Yeah, no, what do you
First
do?
I
with
I'll do
slide
with
it
them.
into some
Right.
plastic sheets.
Oh yeah, protection's the best.
All right, I'm gonna go get another drink.
Oh yeah, get enough for
Well, you
all
two
three of
kiss.
us.
Yeah, loosen up.
Tomorrow's gay day, so this is
I
gay day
couldn't
Eve.
be
Let's
looser.
stretch them out, boys.
Is Gay Day just every Thursday?
No, this is like it's like a national or international.
Oh, really?
Probably not
Yeah,
international because most
get-
countries
we
would be
get-
like, no, we do not like the gays.
A month wasn't enough?
No, they're
Hey, it used
allowed
to
a
only
day
be a
because
day. Now they're getting a whole month. Pretty much
A
just
month
half
and
the
a
year.
day? Man, we gotta throw them a bone like 3 months after they get a whole month now, too? What is going on?
hey, don't
So
come-
this is like, you're telling me October 20th is gay Christmas.
So
Is
now
what you're
you
telling
have
Remember
to
how
buy.
everybody used to make the joke that they're only gay in the weekends? Well, now it's going to be true and made forced
Yeah.
by law.
They're only
have to
gay
buy-
in June and October 20th.
You have to buy a cake for all your gay friends tomorrow.
Yeah, get ready for all the rainbow.
A cake?
A cake.
Get some cake and get ready for all them gay biopics to come, or biopics, profile pics to come out.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
lots-
bake a cake. Do I look like I bake cakes?
Lots of gay films about famous people will be coming out tomorrow. A lot of
I
films
may
you
make
haven't
wedding
heard
cakes,
about.
but I don't bake cakes.
Oh, Gake. That's a really good slice of life movie we could do. It's about a guy who bakes gay cakes.
No, but I literally can't. I am colorblind. I cannot see how to make the pride flag. It is impossible for me to do so I cannot make a cake.
But I want to think the guy that makes gay cakes, the cakes are gay, but he's straight. He's like, I don't know. It's just how they come out. It's just how they
I
come out of
can't
the
help
oven.
myself. These cakes are just
I'm
so damn
done.
gay.
Ding ding.
Listen,
How do you know they're
it's
gay? He's like, you know.
not something you do to the cake. They're just sort of baked this way.
You see those donuts? They weren't donuts when I started.
Ah.
You sure you're not gay?
Some holes are bigger than others. Some days I'm more excited than others.
Oh, I need to get drawing.
What the fuck was that?
Whoa, did you just have a Spencer-gasm?
I was doing. There we go. No, I was about
That's
to
what he
burp.
does when he comes. Burps.
No, I was doing what was that Marilyn? I almost said Michael Manson.
He never understood why his sex
Marilyn
never
Manson.
went well with girls. But
Marilyn Manson, is that what I'm thinking of? Whoa! What's that song where he just makes busting noises? It's really
Sweet
effective.
Caroline?
Yeah, that famous Marilyn Manson song, "Sweet Caroline." My slasher movie comment was in response to the, what if you did a game where you grilled and developed your meat?
Oh, he's not a bot?
all this time. I gotta get a card. I gotta get another drink too. I might need some piss.
He does this
I still
every
don't believe
day.
him.
What he's so unprepared. What is this?
I piss beforehand and everything, dude. But I'm a goddamn animal.
Or you need to go see your urologist.
Yeah, dude. I'm probably dying. That's why I gotta do this book.
Narrow urethra.
No, we
Here's
just
the
think
card.
you probably got a really nice dick and you should show it off to someone.
Yeah, I just like to go look at it every once in a while.
No,
You should see a
bros will be good at
professional
dicks.
about
Come on.
that.
It's just Health Day.
Rad hog,
Tomorrow's gay day.
says my doctor.
It's not gay if I look at your dick now. Tomorrow would be gay.
Yeah, it'd be gay if we did it on the holiday, on Gay Christmas. These are all the cards I've done so far. The Blood and Black Lace is off to GJ. Oh man, what was it? The Deep Red Doll is off to Nutticus, along with the Deep Red Blu-ray that they won. All these other guys are still available, and I still got a color trans Michael Caine down there from Dress to Kill.
Is Nutticus a person, a place, or an action?
Yes, Nutticus is the person that won the giveaway the night that Kino Corner came on this past week.
Oh,
And then last night we did another giveaway. Metatron won. And he said to surprise him with a card. So I got to pick one of these cards to send out to him. He got a card, and he got one of these motel tags as well.
Very cool. Congrats, everybody.
I got some more blank cards here. Pop one of these bad boys out, and I think technically now, day 19, we're into the third sleeve now, boys. Crazy shit.
Now's the part of the show where we get quiet and don't
Yeah, where I don't talk
riff
at all.
anymore. I zone out, and Jeff riffs for a minute on his own, and he's like, "Anything?"
Yeah,
Anyone?
Jeff says really funny things that we don't react to, and it's not out of spite.
Only half out of spite.
I can't
Like
even get
that.
straight answers out of him on his test boards because he's such a cool guy now. Jeff does a couple books and then he's big timing me. He's like, I just want to see your scripts. Don't want to hear from you otherwise.
If I don't hear bubbling in the background, I'm going to be unhappy.
Yeah, Jeff makes me get high.
Hi, Spencer.
Your writing blows if you're
Hi,
sober.
Don't never come down. Don't do it.
About a year back, he started losing weight and cutting back on drugs and alcohol, and well, we just had to nip that in the bud right there.
I've been sitting in
That's
hot
loser
dogs.
talk.
He
Let's
calls them
just
male
say
dogs. He
He
loves them.
started writing slice of life shit.
That's why I'm really petitioning Spencer on the whole time. Like, look, man, I really want to draw a Bridges of Madison County story. That's why I keep talking about it on the show.
Jeff, why do you keep mentioning Sideways?
I just love Bridges is all.
I'm never gonna watch that. I refuse to, just to spite you.
But it's got Clint Eastwood in his most hardcore role.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
Having
Fall in
sex
love
with Meryl Streep.
Oh, that's hardcore. You've sold me on it. No!
This one tough son of a bitch.
I had a friend who had sex at Meryl Streep's house once
Nice. On her bed.
on her couch. I don't think they did it in her bed.
When
the
you
couch?
bust on Meryl Streep's Meryl Sheets.
Don't leave any Meryl Streaks, please.
Ha ha! That's a
Shit,
wrap.
that.
Close the show. We're done here. Just first night I don't do a card because we had too good a closer. Are you drawing, Jeff? Are you just going to draw on your practice board?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sketch around. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight.
Yeah. Do you guys go out and do anything for Halloween? I know you normally like wander around like heathens.
Yeah, I still trick or treat. I try to sound young and fool my neighbors.
Yeah.
He still wears the same costume he had when he was a kid. He's now like a belly shirt.
It used to be a ghost sheet. Now it just looks like a hood, a white hood.
Yeah, you can't get away with that these days.
You use too much starch in it though, so it's all pointy.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to make the Halloween show like a banger.
I try to walk around with a tiki torch so I can see, where I'm going.
And people keep trying to separate me from our wife, and I'm like, you will not divide us.
The Great White Ghost of Southern California. Oh my god. Yeah, people really don't like ghosts in my area. Okay, I will be back in a minute. I should also grab my phone charger.
Didn't you already leave?
No, I never left. I sat here and talked with you the whole time. That's insanity.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, man. You just zoned me out.
What's
just
that,
like
Jeff?
my woman. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Wait, he didn't leave yet? Just keep being shocked at that.
Just yelling at him. What the fuck are you still doing here?
So you said you'd never seen this movie?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of it. I mean, the name sounds familiar, but none of what you guys were describing sounds familiar at all.
Yeah, I'd seen pictures of it in like some old magazines, like old film magazines when I was younger, but I've just never seen it. It's worth a watch. Like I said, it's free on YouTube. So anyone out there that's curious about pieces, you don't have to spend a dime. And it's free boobs on YouTube, which is pretty rare. There's usually no boobs on YouTube. That's if you like boobs on YouTube.
Well, I mean, it depends on the boobs, really.
They're all pretty great boobs, but then again, you're like, wait, is this character supposed to be in high school? Am I allowed to say that? Should I be watching this?
Is this 70s high school where it's kind of okay? Or is this 2020s high school where it's not okay?
Well, it's 1982, so it's basically tail end of the 70s.
Is it a cool high school?
They're wink, wink, cool. Apparently, all the girls are promiscuous because it's an Italian film.
It is funny, though, like, the older you get, where you start feeling like younger people look really young. You know, like, when you're like in your 20s, you don't think people in their 20s look young. You feel like an adult, so you feel like they look like adults. And then when you get like in your 30s, you're like, oh, they look like children. You know, like my niece and all her friends in college, they look like children to me. I can't imagine any differently. But when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, we're all adults. We're all in college. So like now when I see like certain like celebrities and stuff who are, like in their 20s or whatever, it's funny to notice like how childlike some people still look. Like there's a pro wrestler I always think about named Braun Strowman. He's this huge dude. He's like 6'9", and he's got a long. It looks like Spencer.
Is that what you always think of him?
With a beard, of course. But like he looks like he's supposed to be that big like powerhouse monster dude, but he has the most baby face ever. And because I think he's only like 20 something when he came out into pro wrestling and stuff. So it's like, it's funny now being, almost 40 and looking at these people that like, if I saw him as a kid, I'd be like, oh, that's the most like manly adult man ever. And now I'm like, oh, he looks like he just graduated high school and he grew a beard early.
Yeah. Like my nephew's a senior in high school now, just started, and he's in a band, and they've got an Instagram account. And I recently came across pictures of me at that age, and I was like, there's no way we were that young looking. And then I look at him and I'm like, oh my god, they're just babies. Like they're all giants, they're all 6 foot tall, they're all these giant things, but like they're still babies. And it's like, oh man, I thought I knew so much shit at 20 years old. Like I thought I was so cool and like, what does any adult have to teach me, you know?
Mhm.
But then I look at them and I'm like, oh my god, they're just stupid babies.
Yeah. But that's the other thing too, like, you start realizing when you get older that people don't know as much as you assumed about them because they were just older. Like, when
Oh
you're in
yeah.
school, you're like, "Oh, the teachers, they're adults. They know everything." Or like, the high schoolers, they know more than me because like I'm in middle school, so but they got it all figured out. Then you get to high school, like, oh no, it's the college kids that got it all figured out. And you keep going and you realize that like even the old person, like, that like retired and has a house and all this money and stuff like that, they really don't know what the fuck they're talking about either.
Well, yeah, and even thinking about stuff like that, not thinking of them in a negative way, but like as I got older, I started feeling so bad for a lot of my high school teachers, especially like some of the like substitutes and stuff, where I'm like, holy shit, we treated some of these people so bad as human
Oh
beings.
yeah.
Like,
And I didn't even mean like in a negative way. I just mean like you realize like I'm 37 now. I don't know shit still about a lot of stuff. It's like what I thought would have had like everything figured out at this age. You just kind of realize that most people are going through life still figuring it out even as they get older.
oh yeah, when I was like in my 20s or maybe early 30s, and I was like, wait a second, there's immature 50-year-olds. Like, and I'm very much on track to be an immature 50-year-old, so that's fine. But like, it was just that thing. I'm like, nah, by the time you're 50, you gotta be like a certain way, right? And it's like, nope.
I don't think I'm gonna learn much in the next 20 years.
Oh no, you're doomed.
Yeah.
That's why I hang out with you. I'm just here for the crash. Just here to watch the fall.
Get sketching this creepy motherfucker.
All right, what tools is everyone drawing with? Spencer, what are you drawing with?
Got my little Japanese mechanical pencil. That like weird Staedtler one, I believe.
Staedtler.
Yeah. Sexy
Jeff.
matte black one that's only available in Japan.
Oh, aren't you special?
I think did I send one to you, Jeff?
You did, yeah. I drew some of those sketch cards with it.
It's like they're pretty nice. They're a little bit more weighty than the like normal American ones.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like a metal pencil, like pencil holder. Like this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what this brand is.
That's
there's a ton of these.
Yeah, I have the lead pointer too. Is normally what I go to for like this is probably what I'll be penciling a lot of the comic with, working on 11 by 17. But I'm used to. I started with like a lot of drawing I did was with like ballpoint pens and stuff back in the day. So using something weightier just feels better for me.
Yeah, that's how I was too. I used to have like when I was a kid, I had this like bucket just full of pens, and I would draw everything with those pens. I've always liked pens more than like anything else.
Ryan, though, being a real inker, using brushes and shit.
Hey, I've been getting better with my brush pen. All this is brush pen I've been playing around with. Trying to use some of Ryan's techniques.
Yeah, brush pens are really good training wheels for when you step up into the manly realm of inking just with a brush.
But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna throw up every time I bust a brush out.
I am just kidding, Jeff.
Only half kidding.
I bust a brush out and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck up everything now. Like everything.
That's the spirit.
Starts snowballing.
That's the attitude you're supposed to have.
Yeah, nothing will go right from here on out. Man, now I'm pumped. I can check out Call of Duty later tonight. Cranking right through this bad boy tonight. Beating this guy right off.
Whoa. I don't think that's what you should say about that.
You know what I mean?
I'm so hard for getting this done. Does that sound weird?
Why did their channel get taken down?
They said something about art boners.
Rampant sexual innuendo gets added to the YouTube policy.
They were talking about some movie with naked teenagers that they liked.
Yeah.
And I think they said something racist.
Movie really baits you in with a bunch of naked chicks only to tell you they're all underage halfway through.
That'd be funny if they save it for the end. It's like the killer was John and the girls were all 16. Whoa, Spencer went really dark with it.
Yeah.
I was giving it an option from state to state or country to country. Spencer was just going straight.
No, it's Italy. It's
pure
a definitive
evil.
dark. Pure evil, exactly. Italy's like, nah, it's art, yo. And you're like, I don't know anymore.
By the way, all our films are financed by Roman Polanski.
Right. Well, that's where he went.
Well, he is Roman.
This is where I need that soundboard with the the X-Files theme. Good job, soundboard. You were worth the investment.
Thank you, Spencer.
Is this love?
Yeah, that emotional circuit board was worth the investment too.
When my last owner threw me in the trash, I had hope that someone would find me, but no hope. Never knew it could be. I can't.
Sorry, guys, my robot's
I'm
having
laughing.
a stroke.
I was laughing so hard at like picturing this thing in my head. It's like something from like Pee Wee's Playhouse. It's like this little soundboard that's got like
my
little
only
arms and stuff.
Yeah, that's my only real friend. So I'm constantly trying to get you guys to come visit. It's just me and my robot here.
Me and my robot friend.
That's the inevitable outcome of the channel too, is me having some sort of Pee-wee's Funhouse live action show like that, where I'm just fully insane.
And you also ruin your career by masturbating at a theater.
Yeah. Masturbating in a New York theater that is clearly not for masturbating anymore.
Spencer's like, but in my defense, there was nobody at the theater. Nobody goes to movie theaters anymore.
Yeah.
Also,
It
was a really hot movie.
Yeah, it's a theater, guys. And come on, it's the Emoji Movie. Like, I'm not going to masturbate.
I mean, did you see the eggplant emoji? No?
Well, and Spencer used to be into Asian porn, so those yellow faces really get him going.
Used to be. Oh, speaking of which, I guess
Turbo Weeb confirmed.
Yeah, no, I could put that out there now that I had the hilarious discussion with my girlfriend. But we've applied for press passes for the AVN Awards.
Yes.
So Death Curse might be showing up there.
Is your next announcement going to be that you've had an OnlyFans for years and you're finally leaving the show?
That's how I've been financing the books with my butthole. No,
but then I discovered I actually like it.
Yeah, sex work is real work, guys.
Oh, that reminds me. One of the funny things to me about the new Hellraiser movie is they were still kind of politically correct at times. Where like there's one part where she's talking about how she was researching all the people that died that were connected to the box and to this millionaire, and she's like, and you know, people died like this neighbor and a sex worker, and like we're just calling prostitutes sex workers now in the movie about the most heinous deranged sex acts.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't call her a hooker. It's degrading.
We still gotta respect their job. It's a professional.
I just thought it's good
His
for the
reference.
meme. We always joked about getting porn stars for like spokespeople for the podcast and everything, like the compound media way. And I was like, hey, they're opening back up this year. Let's see if we could get a press pass for it. It's like, I wouldn't spend my real money on going there, but if they'll let us get in for free, we'll figure out a way to get to Vegas.
Well, you better hide
making-
that weeb shit though, because they'll know
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, they won't let us in. No weebs.
We don't let freaks in here.
No, that's how we're gonna get a feature film funded by porn guys. A bunch of dudes with like big dick Samson and stuff like that.
Is that a dude's name? Big Dick Samson?
I don't know, dude. I've been out of
It
the
is
porn game a
now.
long time, Jeff. We're about to find out though.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in, and then
right.
out, and then in.
Wouldn't that be funny? We get the press pass, and I go out there, and like we're just shooting on the floor, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Spencer!" like, I'm just keep having to pretend like I don't know anybody. No, that's not my name.
Spencer's hanging in a sex swing in a pegging booth. Oh, hey guys!
I told Beth I was gonna cosplay as a famous porn star's penis and just walk around on the show floor and interview people in a giant penis costume. And keep specifying if they're like, "Oh, you're such and such's penis." I'd be like, "No, I'm this guy's. I'm always a different guy's penis."
It's not even anybody famous. It's like your neighbor or something.
Yeah.
It's a respectable, like 6 inches. I mean, it's an okay size. He's a nice guy. He's got great personality.
Yeah. I am James Murphy's penis. Who's that? Is he like an up and comer? I don't know, but he's my neighbor, and I think he's got a great dick.
He's a big.
I think he comes pretty
I don't know
good.
about
I don't know
up.
if it's up or
Yeah.
down.
Shit.
I can't really see much from the bushes, but I hear it sounds all right.
His wife seems to love it.
Hates me. Always telling me to get out of her yard. Stop looking
Weirding
at
everybody
us.
out. No, I told Beth, I was like, I got a couple ideas for really good bits. One being, you just hype up if we do get the press passes that like we're going to the AVN awards and everything, and you get all the dudes like, who do you want us to interview? Like, what do you like? Send us questions. What do you want us to ask? Like, give us your wildest shit to ask porn stars or whatever. And then when we actually go do it, we release the video. The first video we release is just me interviewing all male porn stars.
I love that. That's really funny.
Just like get everybody super hyped that we finally got there.
Oh,
and
have
then
like the thumbnail is like all these sexy girls.
Yeah.
Just really
Just
pump it up. Like in the opening credits, just showing all these girls walking around half naked. Like, now we're gonna get to the interviews, and it's just huge dudes.
Yeah. Johnny Storm. So how big's the hog, man? Just try and make the dude porn stars as uncomfortable as possible. All right, why don't you whip that monster out? Let's let that snake
Just
get some
zooming in
air.
on their bulge.
Yeah.
Which one of your balls hangs lower than the other?
Kneeling down to interview their bulge.
Is that natural? You don't take anything? No test for that D?
Yeah, right. No implants? You ever think of just getting some big tits for testicles?
How young were you the first time you masturbated?
And how much were you thinking about me?
What's the consistency like when you shoot?
Yeah, you ever measure it like volume?
What's your best distance?
No, not like milliliters, dude. Like decibels. Like how loud do you bust?
You play a recording of yourself. No, look, check this out.
Screaming. Ah! Yeah, that's a loud one.
There's not even any video. It's just an audio recording of you coming.
I think my neighbor's got night terrors. No, he's just a loud comer.
Death curse. Is this a comic book company? We're gonna get shut down.
It's
by
called
the
marketing,
FCC.
bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I told Low-Res and them, I was like, well, what better way to find a bunch of women who are comfortable with getting naked in horror movies if we want to bring back the classic tropes of the 80s and earlier, real cinema. Why not go to the AVN Awards? Drink straight from the fountain.
I won't drink from any fountain.
Yeah, at the AVN. Yeah, Beth was like, there's a strict set of rules. No touching anything. Nothing touches you.
Spencer, no, that's not a fountain.
Yeah.
That's the 5th time you've done it today. I just thought I would drink from the hose.
That's a sex worker. Respect him.
Yeah, it's robot guys. Oh no. I put my mouth on a stage performer robot penis.
Why is everything a penis here?
I mean, it's hilarious, but I hate it.
I don't hate it.
I've touched so many dicks this weekend. Yeah, the Comics Code Authority versus Death Curse. We brought it back. Yeah, I just thought that'd be cool, and we'll be able to. I shot them the message and everything. Was like, hey, I'll be shooting on 35mm. How many other motherfuckers are you gonna at the AVN Awards that are shooting analog?
I'm saying shooting so much.
Yeah, in Vegas, probably not a good idea.
Oh, you can shoot my anal log.
Yeah.
You'll hear that a lot.
Yeah, from every porn star ever. I'm a good. You chicks are gross. This is fun.
Oh, I was in Anal Logs 8. That's where I started.
Me and Beth
That's
talk
where I
about
crested.
it. Like you could
Gross.
see Beth processing it in her head, like you like boobs. Don't have too much fun.
Oh, she wouldn't go
He's
with
just
you?
walking around with a boner the whole time.
Yeah, live streaming to you guys, cool.
No, sweetie, I don't care about any of these girls. Just knocking shit over on tables.
Since when does a boner mean you care about someone? I've gotten boners for less.
Do a Family Guy like pull out, and we see that you're like at a McDonald's just with a boner too. See?
Yeah, for the new adult Happy Meal. Boners for less. Brought to you by McDonald's.
They brought back the Halloween bucket. I mean, who was not gonna get excited by that?
Yeah, no joke. I was like, man, I gotta hit Mike up, and we gotta hit up some Happy Meals on the way to New York City. Roll up to meet the boys with our boo buckets. What's
pull
up,
up
you
to the
fucking
counter.
pussies? You don't even have
Yeah, I
boo
need
buckets?
a bucket because we're heading to the porn awards.
Actually, how fucking weird and uncomfortable would that be? It's Low-Res's birthday, like the day after we're up there. If we just brought him a boo bucket, and then just be like, yeah, it's what Low-Res said he wanted for his birthday.
It's cold.
In front of everybody.
Some
So
of the
we don't
fries
know
are
it's what
eaten.
he asked for. Just keep fucking with him constantly. Oh. Yeah, bring him an old the meal still in it. We got it yesterday. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think if we get the press passes, he's gonna come with me to the AVN Awards. Which in that case, maybe I'll make him dress up as a set of balls and follow me around. I was telling Beth it'd be really cool to get Like, I'll be a penis, Low-Res be a pair of balls, and Mike be like a pair of tits.
It'd be funny if you could get them just both to each be an individual testicle.
Yeah. We just all go around as a camera crew. We have the nicest camera set up for shooting analog, but we're all a cock and balls.
Now that's some professionalism.
That'd be awesome.
Ooh, no, that's the show. Cop and Balls. You're a team of detectives, but you're also testicles.
But you're also wildly sensitive.
They're on the case.
Cop and Balls, also known as detesticles.
That's it. That's on Telemundo. Oh man. Bow.
All right, now I'm at that stage where like I thought I knew what I was doing, then I changed course, and now I don't know if what I'm doing is right.
Haha, don't you love
My
that?
life, or
Yeah, I'll get to my art later.
I'll figure out this art later, but I'm having an existential crisis right now. Excuse me, guys. I'm freaking the fuck out.
I know you guys said you're not my therapist, but you got to hear about it for a minute.
Bow. God damn. It's good to be back. Drawing Italian perverts is my favorite pastime.
And now we're a musical.
We were always a musical.
We were always autistic.
Yeah, you just weren't paying attention. Yeah, right. That's what my doctor told me. Spencer, I don't know why you keep coming here. We did the autism test years ago.
And Jeff's drawing a male. Is that a male version of X-23?
That's my headcanon.
Oh yeah.
Made up ass character.
I just think we need more representation.
What era Wolverine is that?
I don't know. I guess probably the brown and orange.
Made up
I
ass
didn't give him
era.
his little like pauldrons or anything.
Just keep hating on Jeff's shit. Whack ass.
The one thing I'm looking forward to now from Marvel is that Deadpool 3 movie with Wolverine coming back.
Yeah, where they're gonna fucking kiss a bunch. We're gonna fucking kiss a bunch.
As long as it's tomorrow on Gay Day.
Yeah. Then
That becomes
okay.
the new like movie release holiday. Like not 4th of July or Christmas time anymore. It's gonna be Gay Day.
Chinese government's like, oh, we do not like this.
Made me so angry, and now I talk like a Japanese.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so
Those sound alike to me.
Ryan. That's what gets us canceled. It was never the voices. It was saying we sound like Japanese. How dare you?
What?
Peace. I didn't give myself enough room on this for the idea I had. I'm having way too much fun with it now.
Peace.
Yeah, I wanted the blood splatter to say pieces, but it's a card. It's not that big.
Oh, I get you now.
So
Like, why is it
it's
just saying peace?
peace. I'm having
This
too
is-
much fun.
This is
with
Spencer getting
Roll,
political.
dude.
He was trying to make a joke about, the current political climate with the war in Ukraine and Russia.
Oh my god.
Just whenever everybody's head. That's all.
Oh my god.
Well, that was a good orgasm.
What decibels was that?
Let me get the app. I got an app for that. Rates your orgasm decibels only. No other decibels. Just orgasms.
Up the O's on this one. You say a piece. Aha.
The American prequel to the Giallo film pieces. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, the American guy didn't get very far. It's just like a woman's torso. They kick in the door and shoot him in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Peace. Well, he killed one girl.
But was she very slutty?
Right? Credits.
Giallo, the movie.
How about the peace? Feces.
I like to think as Giallo screenwriters trying to figure out where to put in the part where the detective asks if the girl is slutty. Like he said, it must be
Yeah.
there, but where is the proper moment to put this?
Right, you do that right in between the end of the movie and the scene where he also sexually harasses any living witness. I gotta put my headset down for a second.
So you saw what happened that night. Do you see these? Five. Shaking his dick and balls at him. Don't worry,
You
I'm
must have seen some terrible things, but have you seen something as lovely as this?
Yeah.
Gotta hit it with a blowjob.
He's still trying to podcast, but with no mic. He's across the room.
That's just how he talks to his wife.
All right, I finally got my puzzle pieces done. I didn't know he was back at his desk. I thought he was like across the room doing all this.
I'm back.
Oh, you never left.
Good.
I don't know if you meant to or not, but we heard everything.
I threw my headphones like across the room.
We heard like a honk, and then you said like grouse or something. I don't know what you're
I
doing
heard,
to Beth.
I'm coming again.
Yeah.
I got red ink in my mouth.
And then I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah. Oh, feel good.
Are you supposed to throw up after coming?
Oh.
Wait, were you coming or was someone coming in your mouth?
Excuse me.
Because one, yes, you're allowed to throw up during.
I'm allowed to throw up whenever I want.
Just
all over the place.
All over your table.
Beth told me so.
You keep drawing.
Coolest stream ever.
Best part about being an adult and living on your own
is purging whenever you please.
What do you guys say about that, Mom?
Yeah.
I'm not your mom. My name's Beth.
Since it's the shadow with a chainsaw, I'm just gonna make it all red.
Just make it look like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I should have put a gun in his hand.
Oh, I meant because he played the shadow, but I forgot about that other thing.
Oh, I thought you meant because he's a stone cold murderer. Allegedly.
Did you hear that they're finishing the movie?
Oh, sick, dude! I can't wait. You think
I
it'll
like
be
how he's
dope?
like, we waited long enough.
Yeah. The tides are changing. Wouldn't it be crazy if he killed someone else on it? Like he finishes the job on the director?
He just keeps inviting enemies of his on set.
Yeah, it's like Rust, the movie where fucking Alec Baldwin got a body count. The movie finally comes out. It's a Western drama. We're like, what the fuck were guns in this for?
He's a photographer. I mean, he's all he's doing is taking nature shots.
Just blew her away on set. Crazy ass. Crazy world we're living in where the dude from 30 Rock blew a lady away.
5 inches, but it's thick. Oh, and it's loaded.
It's a gun. Ooh, I'm done. Peace.
That's what he really sounds like when he comes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm done.
Ooh, baby. Peace. Oh,
How much
that
time do
Juan
we have?
Piquer Simon.
All right, I gotta try to finish in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're grounded. I PayPal your wife to beat you. It's not a
Keep
kink
doing
thing.
She's never taken payment, though.
Keep doing it.
She does it for the love of the game.
Yeah, she's definitely beating me. All right, go get dinner. Silence. You finished, Jeff? You draw your guy? Who'd you draw? I gotta come over here and look at everything.
Oh, he's gonna come over there, Jeff.
Over here, over there, wherever. Wherever our goddamn plays. Pieces guy is Sir Pieces. Mr. Pieces. Oh, what up, Kayla? What's up, bitches? We get a silence because I entered the chat. Here we go. Me first because I'm real cool. No, there's my piece for the night for Gialloween. Day what are we on? 19 now? Day 19. The movie was Pieces. We're good.
Millions of pieces.
Yes.
Pieces for me.
A great movie, and as Ryan said, it's available for free on YouTube right now, so you can go see boobies on YouTube. Jeff, that fucking rips. What a cool idea, a dude version of X-23. You should sell that to Marvel. Call him Wolverine and just, make a ton of money.
Why Wolverine? That's so stupid.
Wolverine.
I was thinking more like Panthro or
X24.
Chitara.
X16, because that's the age of all the beauties in this movie.
Kayla won't even allow it. It's like, don't fuck with me. It's coming through your back door, Jeff.
Whoa, it's coming through your back door, Jeff.
Yeah. Kayla
That's
said that
called
looks
the money
amazing.
shot.
You know, people keep giving me money shots, but I don't see any change anywhere.
Oh yeah, look at them hands. Damn,
Get
son.
sticky.
Them hands, son. Just sit in silence. Not
Sorry,
saying
I'm trying to finish.
Oh no, I know. I put it
supposed to be the
just on
host.
yours. That's
Don't
why I
talk
was
while you're trying to finish.
Oh,
It's hard to finish when you're talking.
staring. Don't point it out. I got my little getting prepped for January when I start working on my own book. I got my little production schedule going here, so I can keep track of it. And also, I'll hate this because Beth will be able to keep track of it in my office and see if I'm making progress or not.
She's gonna check in on you.
Yeah, dude, I was telling Ryan, she was like, I'm gonna make fun of you if you try to quit on this. Like, she's like not letting me. She's like,
he's
even
gonna
if
have
it-
that remote control vibrator in his pants, and when she
Yeah.
sees he's doing good, he gets a few buzzes.
gonna get a love ends to punish me with if I try to quit the comic. So bust my butt wide open. How do we even have an audience anymore, man? Kayla said she's excited to get Hammerella. But yeah, we got all of this. I got a little cover section on the side there because we're going to try and get some guest covers and some pinups and stuff for it. It goes up to 200 pages, but I don't think it's going to be that long. And I'm not revealing any more about it right now. But I got the production schedule there and the script right in there, all in a 3-ring binder now, ready to go, so I can start going through that with a notebook.
Only
this
3
week
rings, not 4.
and getting it ready for January. Yes, sir. No 4-ring binders; those are for communists. I say, let the commies keep them. Metatron's Cube said, "Oh my God, I don't know if that was in response to a love ends in my butt, but it lines up." You will reveal all in 2 weeks. What?
Whoa.
Oh, I mean, most of it'll be getting revealed soon, but it's going to be going on Patreon first. I'll be doing recorded videos. Like, I'm going to be doing a video on the pre-production soon. I'm going to do a recorded video on sort of my inspiration and reference books and influences and things, stuff I'm going to be staring at constantly while I'm working on my book.
It's all just dicks.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of Playgirl. No, it's just like a bunch of, like, I have like the How to Think When You Draw books and stuff like that, but it's a lot of just other comic books. A Guns Illustrated book that I've had for probably like 15 years at this point. That's been great reference for years. The Nail Biter series, some Greg Capullo stuff, some Eduardo Rizzo stuff, Scalped, all different books. Southern Bastards, different shit that I like that isn't necessarily like, because this isn't going to be like a superhero book. I'm not doing like conventional comic book art. I'm going to try and do something weird. Looking at lots of Bisley stuff because I'm going to do the hand painted gouache thing, and I'm going to reach out to Arteza and see if I can get like I don't know if they call them influencer deals or sponsor deals or whatever, but I'm going to be like, yo, I'm using your cheap ass gouache on my whole fucking comic. Let's hook this shit up. Oh, Kayla, you cannot keep a secret. I mean, this one hasn't been much of a secret for a while, but I'm gonna be sticking to it. It's not supposed to be a secret now. I'm just not getting too into it until we have fulfillment, everything else done. I got to go down to New York this weekend, meet up with the film dudes. Hopefully get some good footage out of it and some sweet shots. What are you nerds up to? Real talkative bunch.
Jeff, go. I'm busy.
Right?
I'm
I
going
think
to New
Jeff's
York to meet
gone.
up with these dudes.
Yeah? Dude, you should
Yeah.
come. You bitch. Fly out.
What if I was? I just never told you, and you just show up like, what?
That'd be
the fuck are you
hilarious.
doing?
I'm just like, wait, you look really familiar. I'm Seth.
You guys didn't tell me he was going to be here.
What the fuck? I thought I was the only friend at Death Curse. Yeah, no, I still don't know what's like. I know I'm meeting up with them during the day, but I don't really even care to go to the Vincent Gallo event.
No, events are lame, but like you never know what's gonna happen, so it's always that thing of like just go.
Yeah,
Have
it's
fun,
like
be
it would
cool.
be cool to be able to
I
like
forgot Ryan's all Hollywood.
shoot some portrait photography of Vincent Gallo if that were a possibility. I was like, well, it's definitely not a possibility if you don't even fucking go to the event, but I'm not trying to horn in on their action. I don't even know who the fuck's throwing the event, so I'm just going up to fucking meet up with those dudes during the afternoon. They're going to their hipster New York party at night, and then me and Mike will probably go see Terrifier 2 and head back to Connecticut, or get an Airbnb or something for the night and shoot some more photography.
Did
Eat some
Terrifier
delicious
start
food
out
New
in a
York.
different movie?
I don't know the exact order anymore, but there was like Terrifier, the short, I believe, originally. Then there was Terrifier the movie, and then All Hallows Eve is probably what you're thinking of.
Okay, yeah, because I remember seeing that clown in something else, but it didn't say Terrifier.
Yeah, I think it's called All Hallows Eve, and I believe that one is like an anthology movie where he's just like one of the shorts in it. But I haven't seen that
Okay.
one like since it came out. I
I
have
haven't seen
seen
any of
all of them, but yeah, like it's just it's impressive what they do with them, because like I think the first actual Terrifier feature film was made for like $30K, and this new one was just made for like 250,000, I guess. And you know, it's made a couple million already.
Yeah,
I think you should return to Punisher
in the
Hotel.
theater.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like it's making a killing, and it's a fucking 2.5 hour long slasher movie.
Are they
It's
good?
fucking
Like, do you like them?
if you're like a gore hound and you're into shit like that, there's some of the best like indie stuff doing that. Like it has some of the most insane like prosthetic, like practical effects you'll see in modern horror movies. So just for that alone, I think they're worth watching. It's like I haven't seen the second one yet, but the story's never like anything like mind blowing. Like it's a movie you could literally get up and walk away for 5 minutes and come back and still know what's going on pretty much at all times.
Mm-hmm.
But they're fun. Like they're fun, absolute like gore fests. And I heard the new one just like makes good on that tenfold. So
How would
I'm
you like?
excited to see
Are
it.
they as good as like a Hatchet?
It's definitely a different vibe from Hatchet, where Hatchet is really just trying to do like the Kane Hodder, Jason Voorhees era stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifier definitely has more like tension and build up and stuff like that. It's not just jump scares, and they'll do like they'll actually build things up with some suspense and tension and make you real uncomfortable before there's just like a complete gore payoff. Like I think I personally like the Hatchet movies too, like a lot, but I think Terrifier is kind of its own breed of thing, which is really impressive too. that it doesn't just fall victim of being like another Jason Voorhees where he's like an overpowered monster. Like it's almost more in line with like Freddy Krueger
Hmm.
in like the like absurdity realm and stuff like that, but it's not like so supernatural that he's like, like distorting his form or anything like that, at least in the first couple as far as I can remember. Yeah, Terrifier was the one where he saw the girl through her vagine. Yeah, the first one he bisects a chick from the vag down, and it's like really brutal. And I don't remember if it even cuts away. It's just like a really, really well done match cut, and it's like super violent. But like that's what Terrifier is known for. But it's like imagine like a creepy fucker in a clown outfit, sort of just like following you around all night long on Halloween until he can catch you in a place by yourself and murder you violently. They're pretty weird movies, but I guess this one also like picks up where the last one left off, and they like
And
run in line pretty well together.
Speaking of gore, that reminds me. I agree with you on your summing up of the new Hellraiser, where it's really lacking in a lot of
Yeah.
gore and intensity.
It's not gory enough. It's not even like a joke or a meme. Like it's nowhere near like gay or horny enough. Like that movie should be like so uncomfortably horny. I should have wanted to shut it off in like the first 5 minutes. Like that was always my idea of Hellraiser, is like this shit should be like so sexually uncomfortable that like no one is into it. Like, how do you find the kink that turns off everybody is kind of my idea of it, and it was super tame, like super tame all around.
It's super tame. It's like it just feels like it's holding back on everything.
Yeah,
Pinhead
it feels like if they did like a novelization to get like preteens into the Hellraiser universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's weird.
That's how I was trying to describe it to people the other day. Like, it's a weird franchise because it's a weird decision because it feels like they're taking this franchise and trying to make a mainstream like franchise from it.
Yep.
But it's a weird one to choose because it's not made for that. It's meant to be like hardcore and hedonistic and
make like one of the most like uncomfortably horny series ever and try to make it palatable for a wide audience with a guy whose like movies I normally like tend to like, but I'm like, I mean, and I'm like not even a huge fan of the Hellraiser movies in general. I like the first two, and like I like Clive Barker's stuff, but it's like, yeah, those movies are supposed to be crazy uncomfortable. And like the best part about the new one is that trans chick, Jamie Clayton, they got to play Pinhead, and she's like solid in it. I don't think she gets enough screen time. There's like nothing really to work with in the script. You don't really care about anyone. So unlike with like Doug Bradley and all these other characters where you're witnessing all these uncomfortable, heinous things happen to people you actually have grown to care about over time, you're kind of just witnessing a bunch of shitty people get their comeuppance. And it's like by the end of it, you're not even like excitedly rooting for the Cenobites or anything. You're just kind of
damn it, you got your comeuppance, my hair.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's finally over. Well, like I thought, because I haven't even like I need to go back and give it like a full watch, like paying attention, because I've watched it through now, but I barely paid attention the whole time because I just get so fucking bored with it, and I'm like, I don't know if there's something I'm missing.
The Pinhead design is the only one I really liked of the Cenobites. Like I thought the rest of them just looked kind of silly.
That's what I mean. She ends up being the best part. You saw the flashes in the trailer, and we were like, oh, it looks like they did some real creature design. Excited to see more of it and see how it pans out. And it's like, it didn't really.
Yeah, like in the trailer, I was like excited because it looked like everything was going to be pretty cool and unique. But when I actually watched the movie, they all look kind of silly. And there's even one scene that made me laugh where there's this one Cenobite that has its face like wrapped in skin so it can't see.
Yep.
And then they like sick it on the people, and it just runs like a spaz, and then it gets stuck in a fence, and it's just like wriggling around, stuck like an animal. It's
Yep,
just
that
like,
was
okay,
the same
they're not
thing
really
with
that intimidating anymore.
was it the Mexican lady that they're like closing in on, and the like blind one is just like shuffling around, and she's like walking away from it nervously, trying to not make a lot of noise. And I was like cackling like an idiot at that point, and more of them keep showing up. And that was when they did the little like, oh, you can see like the shifting stones behind the windows. It was like there's a couple
Hmm.
like shots and ideas that I really liked, but I'm tired of this like a couple shots and ideas amounting to a whole fucking remake of a movie that just should have been left alone at that point. Like
Yeah. But I also didn't
if
like
you don't have
the
like
new like spin on the story of taking the box and being able to sacrifice anybody else. Like because now like
that's
in
the
the
thing
movie they
too.
literally like for spoiler they literally sacrifice a Cenobite, and it's like, well, that just seems dumb.
That's the thing too to me is like I thought it was going to play more into like all the addiction and shit that they set up, like oh, someone's going to get like super hooked on fucking sacrificing people to this weird fucking box thing, and we're going to get like uncomfortable with that. And they don't do anything with that. I'm like, that would have been a great movie. Like you get
Hmm.
someone like, oh, I'm a dope addict and I get this fucking thing that makes me feel like the most intense, like unbelievable pleasures of existence, and all I got to do is sacrifice innocent people to it. You
Yeah,
gotta
I mean that's the
fucking
whole like heroin fentanyl allegory to
yeah,
it
you
of
got
like
a
this thing's
gnarly
so
setup
fucking
for
good
a
they'll
movie
destroy their
there,
life for it.
and I was falling asleep the whole time. I was like, "Oh my god, that could be what the movie is." And I've watched through it like I think 3 times now, and I have not absorbed anything other than visuals
I,
and being bored as piss the entire time.
I thought it was funny too that like so the main character's
Kayla, it sucks. The
brother,
movie ruins the movie. Go watch it. It's on
the
Hulu.
the main character's brother basically gets killed in the opening, and they're all but she and all her friends are looking for him, trying to find
Yeah,
that he's
that's the
still alive
setup
and
for the
stuff.
movie.
And the dude's boyfriend doesn't seem to give two shits about it. Like he's more concerned about uh his boyfriend's sister and how
Yep.
upset she is than he is that his boyfriend is possibly dead.
That was like where I kept forgetting like the like interpersonal relationships of the characters in the movie. Like when they go to see the old Mexican lady at the like old folks home or whatever that place is. I was like,
Hmm.
wait, so hang on, who's this Mexican lady now? And I like didn't understand it till the second time I was watching the movie. I was like, God damn it, man! Like the first Hellraiser has like a handful of characters in it, and it's amazing. And
Hmm.
this movie tries to have like a shitload of. That's why it felt so much like they were setting up for like a CW or Hulu TV series. I told
Yeah.
Beth, I was like, this. It felt like Hellraiser at any moment was going to cross over with Riverdale.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's all I could think of the entire fucking time. I was like, these kids are like a couple years older than like the Riverdale cast. And it just felt the whole time like a fucking CW movie. And I'm like, I love that dude's, what was it, The Ritual he did? I think he
Hmm.
did another one that I really liked too
He did
after that.
I can't remember what it's called. It's the house one. Is it Ghost House or something like that? It's
Oh,
with the
Night
lady.
House, right?
Night House. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, I
But that's the
remember.
same thing too. Like that's a weird director to get for it because his movies tend to be like kind of introspective and like not intense. They're more like emotional, I guess you could say.
Yes, and they're very minimalist until the final act. And I was like, Hellraiser should be like the most like maximalist like depiction of anything in horror. Like I was expecting that dude to go so fucking all out with like the labyrinth shots and stuff like that. And it's like
Hmm.
gray ass walls and wads of flesh walking around. I was like, oh, okay.
I also would have liked if they had gotten a different actor for the crazed billionaire, like a really good like classic, actor. Because like the dude that's in that, he's just one of those guys that like I don't know, there's like a whole breed of actors that just play the same like crazy billionaire kind of guy in every
Yeah.
movie.
He's like
Like there's
Russian.
this guy's in a bunch of
villain.
stuff just like that, and then like I don't remember the actor's name, but he was in Kingdom of Heaven. He played the evil knight that takes over after Baldwin dies, and then he's also like the professor in Amazing Spider-Man 2, the really weird cartoony guy that
I
grabs
know who you're
Electro.
talking about too. I'm trying to
He's in a
remember.
million movies, but he's just like generic actor guy. And whenever they
Goran
need a
Visnik.
generic character, they get him.
Yeah, Goran Visnik or Vizhelnik.
Yes, that's got to be it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was what I was thinking
Just like
of.
vaguely European actor to be something
Yup.
generic in the film.
That's what I mean. He has like a Eastern European, like Russian bad guy vibe to him, and yeah, that he evidently played Nikola Tesla in an episode of Doctor Who.
Like if they had gotten somebody like really classy, like I don't know, like an Ed Norton or somebody who's like or Adrian Brody, somebody who's a really good actor who can like portray that torment and that psychosis.
That's
been
the
like,
thing is,
it would have elevated everything.
I don't think that movie had much of a budget. I don't know if they released what the budget was for it, but I got the vibe that that movie was more of like everyone involved really wanted to make a Hellraiser movie, and it wasn't about the money kind of thing. Because that's the only thing I could fathom with it. Because it looks like there was next to no money put into it other than like some of the effects, but then you see it on set and it's like Jamie Clayton even in the full makeup looked like if you saw shots on set before the CGI blending, it looked like haunted house in your local area, like haunted house quality.
Yeah.
Like you could see all the seams and shit on her outfit. I guess it's easier for them to operate, but they did a blend of like practical effects and CGI. And don't get me wrong, it looks good up close in the movie. Like that's not what looks like bad about the movie, and that's not what I dislike about the movie. Again, she's one of the better looking parts of it. I do enjoy the redesign of it. It's got more of like a Giger-esque body horror look to it. But
yeah.
Like
it's
you
not a
can
bad
see
looking
in
movie at all.
production that like I don't think there was much. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the budget was like 1.2 million.
Yeah,
like it did not.
I mean, I like
a
the
lot
look of the
at all.
movie. I don't think it's like astounding, but I mean, I think it's well done for what, like you saying, like with the budget and everything. It's just not like mind blowing, and that's kind of what Hellraiser should be. Where it's like just this crazy dream nightmare world that you're getting deeper and deeper into.
If you are like, the only thing I could think of for this is like if you're a parent who loves the Hellraiser movies and you're uncomfortable showing the originals to your kid immediately, this is a good way to warm them up to that world without getting too weird. This is like, I feel like from what I remember,
all those parents showing their kids Hellraiser.
It's the world we live in.
This holiday season, when you
yeah, I'm trying to find out if they're like I hate that movies don't do that. Like you should brag about that shit. Like yeah, we spent $1 million on this movie and it looks this good. But when they don't release the budget, it makes me think they spent a bunch of money and they're ashamed. Oh, good talk, guys.
Is that one of the configurations of the puzzle box? Shame.
Yeah. Box office shame.
You will forever feel gross.
Is Hellraiser 2
every time you look in the mirror, you'll feel disgusted by yourself.
A remake? Oh my god, I hate this. The internet sucks now, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if it did.
Yeah, I can't really find anything on it. I mean, they did some cool practical stuff, but as again, nothing mind-blowing. I'm like, the next like really wild body horror movie will probably end up coming out of the independent scene, or that Dead Space movie will get greenlit with John Carpenter, and we'll get something really rad out of that.
Or there can never be like a really like mind-blowing body horror film coming out of the mainstream system. It has to be something that's indie, where people have no restrictions. You can go hog wild.
Yeah, I don't foresee it happening anymore. Unless
But,
like
I don't think the movie's
this like
bad. I think
reversion
it's
of the studio system like really does go back to that like glory days, but I don't foresee that
Mhm.
happening. That law did
But
get overturned, but who knows?
I just think the movie's like it's fine enough to watch if you're bored, but you're not gonna be like talking about it, forever about how great it was to anybody.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah,
It's literally
exactly.
like a lot of horror lately, like even
It's the
Halloween Ends.
horror equivalent to a good Marvel movie. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's all right.
it's horror becoming like fast food cheeseburgers again is like it's cool that it's getting that popular again and it's so like plentiful, but I would also still like some rad horror movies here and there, like, and that's exactly how I felt about Halloween Ends. Was like, oh yeah, if this was just any random Halloween movie, I would have probably loved this way more, but as like the finale to this fucking trilogy I've had to wait around for 4 years for, it felt like a big slap in the face. Uh, and
We're
like
saving that. Save all that for when we talk about it.
I will, but there's
Damn
like
it.
so much shit lately that's coming out like that is just like oh cool. Even Hellraiser, I was curious about, and again, it's like they won't even talk about the amount of money they spent on this dumb shit. They just like pop it out and it's all content. Everything is the same thing. How many fucking watch hours did it get? Netflix just watched some new thing, and when I turned on Netflix last night, it was like, this shit got 20 million watch hours in the last week. And I was like, what does that even mean? Everybody could be watching this shit for 10 minutes, and you're just adding up the like fragments of time everybody watches your dog shit shows and saying that it's some accomplishment. Like, there's no like actual turnover rate of anything. You never know how many like people are actually watching it the whole way through or anything. Like, it's like on par with how you get fucking analytics and statistics for comic books. Your shit sucks. And that's why we're just gonna keep getting slop like this, and it's only gonna have to come from the indie scene. Yep.
I'm
You
done.
finished now, Ryan?
I'm done.
Tweaking all them colors forever? That came out rad,
That's
though.
Ryan's coming sound.
Let me put you
I'm
on
done.
full screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the yawn.
All right, I'm going to bed. Very realistic.
So it's the kid that is doing the puzzle in the beginning that sees his mom murdered. You know, I don't want to spoil anything.
That's also doing the women.
But so it's all puzzle pieces. I don't know if you can see on screen, but the whole
Yeah,
thing
no,
is,
that's awesome.
That's great.
I was watching.
so
All we've been
There's my-
doing is watching you.
there's my pieces piece.
Yeah, but tonight we were doing Hellraiser, man. You messed up.
What the fuck?
And Jeff really fucked up. that Giallo with Wolverine as the killer.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
that
they're
came
doing a
out
crossover with Hellraiser and X-Men.
That'd be cool. We finally get the money to do a Giallo film, and we just blatantly infringe on Disney's copyright and make the killer just in a Wolverine costume.
I'm the best there is at what I do.
I have a Wolverine mask.
Just like, what the fuck is this movie? It's on, boys. Peace. Perfect. It was a good
what
time
I do
tonight.
is S&M.
Oh damn, we went for 2 hours too. Settle down, Jeff. We don't need your kinks just on full blast here.
I have nipple clamps on my hands.
I didn't even realize how late we were. Wolverine's unbridled kinks.
My claws don't need lube.
You could do it as a traditional Giallo, though, and it's just a severely mentally ill guy who thinks he's Wolverine, and then I think that's safe for copyright law.
Ooh, I think that's
Well,
a fun,
Italians are
interesting
hairy.
take.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
little.
yeah. No one will get those references. Yeah, no, this was rad. We need to get back to doing the pod and everything.
We
but
will. We're getting there.
Yeah, 2 hours live sketching and chilling with the boys is a good return to form. I will be back not at 9:30 tomorrow night. I will be back at like 11:30 tomorrow night. At 9:30 tomorrow night, Kayla is going live with an interview with Jason Bascom and Ink Spots talking about their book Frog G. So we will have that interview go live first. I'll be playing producer over there with those guys, and then 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, I'll be going live with day 20 of Gialloween, and Clint Stoker is coming on to draw with me tomorrow night for a late night
Is
get
that one of
down.
those porn guys, Clint Stroker?
Yeah, Stroker. Did I call him Stroker again? That'd be hilarious. But no. Tomorrow night is also one of my favorites, which is why I don't mind doing a late one. It's Dario Argento's Tenebrae. One of his gnarliest. Has one of my favorite kills of all time in like any horror movie. So if you haven't,
Where somebody
go
dies
check
from
that
a
one
broken
out.
heart?
No, it's fucking wicked gnarly. I think I've showed you
No,
guys.
no,
before.
actually, dude, it's not from a broken heart.
Yeah, it's not a broken heart at all, bro. If you can believe it. But yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching as always. Ryan, Jeff, thank you for being here with me. You dudes complete me.
Was it Dill the Dough?
Yeah. Oh, it definitely is. Stay girthy, fellas.